string chicken. As you can see, it's getting ready to storm. I know it hasn't rained yet, but guess what's coming up? Bikini weather. Yes, 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 yes. I always love it when it's cold. And you might have noticed yesterday I had seen this lady. She was wearing a black top, white see-through pants, and a black thong, which was very obvious. And I was wondering why. Why would you do something like that? Well, anyway, we've got to bring Oldecam on for OFN because we've got a few comments on the headlines for today.
Right.
22 dead in Missouri, Oklahoma, and Georgia after more storms.
And as of a few minutes ago, the weather turned bad again, unfortunately.
Oh, U.S. launches relief airlift to Myanmar after cyclone.
They said too little, too late.
Clinton spends Mother's Day campaigning in West Virginia.
She was campaigning to mothers.
Lebanese violence spreads to mountains outside Capitol.
Because Hamas tends to take over the country.
NBC installing Fallon on late night.
I mean, that's not news. Everybody's known for half a year that Jimmy Fallon was going to replace. But the news is, though, is that O'Brien, it may not be being replaced because Leno doesn't want to leave the show.
Oh, really?
That's right.
The number of disabled veterans rising.
Yeah, well, that's because statistics are statistics. You can't have X amount of people dying off and yet an increase.
Families will make case for vaccine linked to autism.
Okay, they say there is no link, but the problem is they put over $2 billion away from the companies producing it to cover that effect. So if they're covering it, then there must be a link.
Cablevision close to buying Newsday.
And no one understands why Murdoch dropped out.
Actor Farina arrested after gun found in luggage at LAX.
He said it was an accident, but they found an unlicensed gun in his suitcase that he was taking on board the plane, which means he's going to jail.
Oil-powered Norway gradually turns into the wind.
Well, they decided they've got so much wind power that they're going to use it to replace the high cost of oil that they're pumping and selling to everybody else.
So are they going to do both?
They're going to turn out oil for everyone else, use wind power for themselves, and let the sale of the oil make up the losses in the wind power.
Ah, Serbia's pro-Western president declares victory in elections.
And as of a little while ago, the government may fall.
Documents indicate that Chavez helped Colombia rebels.
So everybody knew that.
Clinton goes from inevitable nominee to on the ropes.
That's because she took too much for granted.
Confusing ballot designs still plague elections.
Because, well, every state has its own ballot. That's called democracy.
Clinton didn't choose words well on race.
That's because they feel that she had to be more party line than she's been. She's been talking the truth, and they don't like the truth in the Democratic Party.
53 illegal immigrants found Sunday had been held against their will in a fortified home by suspected smugglers.
Yeah, they wanted more money.
Because they were smuggling them over the border, probably, huh?
They wanted more money, and they didn't get it, so they just kind of hold them until they gave them more money, which they couldn't.
How can they get the money if they're...
It's the same thing as Michael Vick has been held liable for a $2 million bank loan that he can't repay because the judge ordered him to go to jail. That's the same difference. You can't make the money no matter what.
A woman swimming in the Gulf of Mexico is recovering from a pelican attack?
Yeah, a pelican, of course, what was convenient, it happened right after Turner Classic Movies ran Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
Oh, I didn't know pelicans did things like that.
They don't.
Okay. Install Windows XP SP3 right.
Well, you can't install it wrong if you just let the computer do it itself.
Nawaz Sharif's party may quit Pakistan's 6-week-old coalition government after failing to agree with its partner.
And they just made the announcement that did happen, and they may have to have a whole new election again.
Police in Nepal arrested more than 500 Tibetan protesters, nearly all of them women.
Because, they figured they wouldn't push the women around. They simply didn't understand the communist government.
McCain woos Democrats on the environment.
Well, because he is to the left of what Republicans like, so which means he's right in the middle for what Democrats like.
Lawmakers in Missouri are expected to support a proposed constitutional amendment to enable election officials to require proof of citizenship from anyone registering to vote.
Well, I mean, actually, that should be a requirement. You know, but as it is, you know, the Midwest is known for people voting from the grave.
They do?
That's right.
That's amazing.
I mean, some guy that's been dead may vote 9, 10 times in an election.
Ooh, China's and they said people don't come back to life. China's new aerospace firm charged with building jumbo jets will pose no threat to Airbus and Boeing for 20 years.
That's called famous last words. I mean, they'll be ready within the next 5 years of putting jumbo jets out there because their aerospace thieves are just as good as our aerospace thieves.
Drivers resulting to bicycles because of high gas prices.
Yeah, you know, I have a bicycle. I don't go out riding anymore because the roads are so bad. You can kill yourself hitting a rut.
Delphi Corp intends to transfer some of its pension liabilities to General Motors Corp, its former parent.
And General Motors is going to give it, but General Motors also wants most of what they gave away back again as a result.
Must we also pay more for a penny than it costs to make one?
It's because the government wants to have everybody use plastic money from now on, and they're going to get away from coins and paper totally if they can do it.
Are the world's poor hungrier because the U.S. is turning corn into ethanol?
Absolutely. Everybody knew that was going to happen, but the people, see, it serves the purpose of the green people because less people means less environmental problems. You starve them, you win.
Don't push her, Clinton's campaign chair warns fellow Democrats.
Because she doesn't like being told what to do.
The ever-rising cost of health care puts American businesses at a disadvantage when trying to compete with firms overseas.
Because they have government-subsidized health care, we don't, which means everything costs more here as a result.
Die-hard supporters of Maverick Ron Paul are staging uprisings in an effort to secure Roe for Paul at the National Convention.
It seems that while McCain is winning 79% of all the delegates, there's enough delegates still available to Paul and Romney and Huckabee that they basically can decide what goes on over the head of McCain.
Really?
Right. They want to shift the party platform way to the right, and they may be able to do it.
Wow, there's some things I don't understand about that.
That's right.
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
It is possible to lose a no-lose situation.
Make you think about that one.